I'm speaking to the part of you that carries weight in silence, the private ache, the whispered prayer, the battles fought when nobody was watching. None of it slipped past heaven. Every plea, every sigh, every small act of courage has been heard. But hear this too. When a heart drifts from the path, what was meant for that heart can be intercepted. There is resistance in this world, and it eagerly gathers what you abandon. So lean in. This is not theater or poetry. This is direction. Keep your steps aligned with what is true and life-giving. Keep your inner compass tuned to the voice that called you by name. The most dangerous moment is not when you are weak, but when you are weary enough to stop listening. Don't let fatigue become consent. Let discernment be your guardrail and obedience your map. You are not walking alone, and none of this is random. If you will listen closely, instruction is already unfolding under your feet. Quiet, steady, precise. You were not created to live at the mercy of chaos. You were created to recognize the hand that steadies you and to follow where it leads. The turning of a season. There's a line almost invisible where scarcity ends and sufficiency begins. You're standing on it now. What's shifting in you is not just personal. It touches your family line, the unspoken patterns passed down like heirlooms, worry, shortage, settling for less. That chapter is closing. A new order is being written. Provision with purpose, abundance with integrity, generosity that outlives you. The refuge you prayed for is already prepared, but it opens as you walk with the one who prepared it. Think of it like a shelter with a door only trust can turn. This is the end of surviving and the beginning of living sent. The ache didn't make you smaller. It carved room in you for wisdom, patience, and depth. Take your place in this new season by taking responsibility for your steps. You don't need to manufacture outcomes or force timing. You need to agree with what is true and move in it. The weather has changed. The air itself is different. You are not the same person who entered the storm, so don't carry storm habits into clear skies. Lift your head. Walk forward. The season of grinding through is over. Not chance, but design. What feels like coincidence is architecture. The late-night tears you hid and the questions you never voiced were not ignored. They were ingredients. The design is larger than your present need and longer than your lifetime. Blessing in this design isn't a spotlight, it's a seed. It's planted in you, but it will feed more than you. The path opening before you bears intention. Doors placed at precise moments. Conversations that appear at the exact hour, strength arriving just as the old strength gives out. You are being invited to see beyond survival into assignment. Ask yourself, who will be strengthened tomorrow by the way you follow today? This is how legacy begins, not with grand gestures, but with faithful steps that make wonder possible for someone else. Refuse the small story where you are the main character and the finish line is comfort. You are part of a lineage being rewritten, a thread being rewoven into something durable and good. So when opportunity arrives, don't flinch and call it luck. Call it what it is, the unfolding of a promise. Stand where you are with open hands and let purpose do what chance never could. The protective pause. Closed doors can feel like rejection, but often they are shields you didn't know you needed. What didn't open before would have bent your purpose out of shape. Timing is a teacher, sometimes strict, always kind in hindsight. Today, the lesson shifts. The hour has arrived and the way is unblocked. What was hidden for safekeeping is being released. Notice how peace accompanies the opening. Notice how pressure lifts when the path is right. You don't have to pry at hinges destiny has already loosened. Your work is to walk through without dragging yesterday's doubt. If you're tempted to ask why now, answer yourself with this. because now you can carry it without losing yourself. A protective pause is never wasted. Like winter in a vineyard, roots went deep while the surface looked dormant. That depth is why you won't shatter under the weight of what's coming. So bless what didn't happen. Thank the delays that kept you from smaller rooms. Then step forward. What is for you does not arrive with panic. It arrives with clarity, with a steady yes in your bones, and a quiet confidence that this is the moment you are being ready to recognize. Gifts without shame. There is a kind of good that doesn't double as a trap. It doesn't come with strings, with hidden clauses, with a bill that arrives later. The blessing that bears heaven's signature carries no shame. It doesn't require you to perform beyond your design or to pretend you are fine when you are not. It strengthens the true you and turns on the light inside. Yes, that light you thought was fading. Discouragement has had its tools in your life. Accusations, comparisons, subtle narratives that you are behind. Those tools are breaking. Expect relief to feel strange at first. Learn the difference between relief and avoidance. One restores, the other numbs. You are being restored. When goodness arrives, let arrive. Don't argue yourself out of joy. Don't rehearse old losses in new rooms. Receive the gift and allow it to do what it was sent to do. Stabilize, brighten, and free you to give without fear. The measure of authentic blessing is not how loud it looks, but how light your soul becomes under it. You won't need to manufacture awe. Peace will be its own announcement, and gratitude will rise without being forced. Trusted with more. You were faithful with little, quiet, consistent, sometimes unseen. That faithfulness was not a detour, it was a foundation. Now more is being entrusted to you, not as pressure but as partnership. Resources will arrive by unusual channels, a kindness you didn't expect, a word at the right time from far away, an old opportunity circling back with new maturity attached. Don't dismiss what looks small or ordinary. Look for the orchestration in the details, the way needs and answers seem to find each other at the exact intersection you're standing on. Steward what arrives. Put it to work. Generosity is not merely giving away. It's allocating wisely so abundance multiplies beyond you. Keep your heart unafraid of increase. Accumulation without mission exhausts. Provision with purpose energizes. If you catch yourself thinking, why me? Counter with, because I proved I would treat the little like it mattered. That's the doorway to more. And remember, being trusted doesn't mean being left alone. Guidance is part of the gift. As responsibility grows, so does the grace to carry it, calmly, cleanly, and without losing the tenderness you learned in the lean years. Tell the story right. What's unfolding is not the triumph of your willpower. It's the answer to your petitions, the fruit of your reliance. Let your testimony keep its proper subject. You don't owe elaborate explanations to skeptics. You don't need to convert the suspicious. When asked, speak simply, I was remembered. Let that sentence carry its own weight. The opposition will be puzzled by the ease with which closed spaces open and heavy labels fall away. You don't have to manage there. Amazement. Your work is gratitude and clarity. To name the grace at work without dressing it in false modesty or pride. Tell the story in a way that lifts, not in a way that centers you as the hero. Share lessons, not boasts. Share the process, not a polished myth. Above all, keep your heart soft. The same tenderness that let you receive will help you endure attention without being defined by it. The point was never applause. The point was alignment, your life moving in step with a design that long preceded you and will outlast you. Hold that line and let the goodness keep speaking for itself. The key, walk and declare. Grace is never forced on you, it's offered to you. What arrives in your life rises to the level of your trust. That isn't punishment, it's partnership. You and God move together. So walk with Him and let your words stop working against your future. You know how a room changes when someone speaks hope? Your inner life works the same way. Life and death live in the tongue. You can't plant thorns and expect roses. Begin simple, begin today. I am favored. I am free from burdens. Say it when you don't feel it yet, not to fake reality, but to agree with a higher one. Declarations are not wishful thinking, they're alignment. Like setting a broken bone, truth must be held in place long enough to knit strong. Refuse sentences that cancel what you're praying for. Replace them with steady, present tense trust. Your voice is a key in a door you cannot see. Turn it calmly, repeatedly, honestly. Walk in step with what you speak. Forgive where you've been stuck. Show up where you've delayed. Choose clean motives over quick wins. As belief moves your feet and confession trains your mouth, the unseen begins to open, and what opens will not easily close. Guarded blessing, broken scarcity. What is given to you with God's signature is not fragile. It's not at the mercy of thieves, curses, or clocks. No delay can detain it, no shadow can stain it. Receive that, then act like it's true. Steward what comes, don't hoard it. Let make you generous, not anxious. The old family script, we never have enough, something always goes wrong, is losing its voice. Patterns that once felt inherited like a last name are dissolving. Your home is being taught a new language. Peace at the table, rest at night, simple laughter that doesn't need perfect circumstances to show up. Scarcity trained you to grab and brace. Blessing trains you to breathe and bless. Begin rewriting rituals. Bless your meals with gratitude. Bless your bills with wisdom. Bless your plans with open hands. Teach your children to expect goodness without entitlement, to share without fear of running out. This is legacy, not a louder lifestyle but a quieter soul. Your provision is not a fluke, it's a forecast. Live like someone who expects sunrise, even at 3 a.m. light has already started its journey toward your windows. When it arrives, let it fill every room. Named and commissioned, you are not a number in a system or a random example of someone like this. You are called by name. The work God is doing in you is not mass-produced, it is tailored, fitted to your exact measure. That's why comparisons cut so deeply, because they are untrue at the root. Your assignment won't fit your neighbor's frame, and theirs won't fit yours. Learn the grace of bespoke obedience. Do the thing your name is on. When God speaks, He does not issue press releases. He signs letters. He writes futures. What I have spoken, I will do. That is not an inspirational slogan. It's a legally binding promise in the court of heaven. Let that settle you. Let it also sharpen you. If you are marked, you are also responsible. Carry your name cleanly. Keep your word as one whose word has been kept. Ask better questions, not how fast, but how faithful. Not how visible, but how true. You are being set apart, not set above. The distinction is humility. The power is borrowed, the mission is bigger than you, and the joy is that you get to participate. Your name has been called. Now answer with your life. The waiting was work. Waiting looks empty from the outside, but inside it builds bones. The time you called stuck was a gym for the soul. Capacity grew, motives clarified, endurance matured. Now the timing that once felt cruel will feel kind. Expect small things to swell, a seed of confidence into courage, a quiet idea into opportunity, a single yes into a path. What used to look impossible will begin to look inevitable, not because the world grew softer, but because you grew stronger, steadier, truer. Do not mourn the years that seemed unproductive. They were protective. They spared you from carrying weight you could not yet bear. The test of waiting is not how well you kill time, it's whether you stay teachable. If you can still learn, still listen, still love, your waiting has not been wasted. When the door swings open, don't sprint in panic, walk in peace. Bring your patience with you. Bring your practiced gratitude. Bring your refusal to chase applause. This is the perfect time, not because it flatters your schedule, but because it fits your soul. You are not late. You are precisely on time for the life that actually belongs to you. A sign before nightfall. There will be a sign today, not theatrical, not for social media, but personal, precise, and quietly holy. You will know it by the way peace taps your shoulder when it arrives. Don't demand fireworks. Look for alignment, the right word at the right minute, an email that closes a loop, an apology that unties an old knot, a small provision with a large meaning. When you notice it, say so. Acknowledge it with gratitude out loud. I see it. This is not superstition, it's attention. It trains your heart to recognize the voice you've been asking to hear. Responsibility won't vanish as blessing grows, but you will be coached through it. I will teach you. I will uphold you. Trust that tutoring. Keep your day soft, uncluttered enough to notice the sacred ordinary. If you're tempted to second-guess the moment, pause. Doubt loves to do post-production on miracles. Receive the sign as a seal on the promise, not the promise itself. The promise is bigger and ongoing. The sign is a whisper that says, yes, keep walking. Let it move you from wishing to trusting, from holding your breath to exhaling, from scanning the horizon to seeing what is already near. Peace that builds a home. Peace is not the absence of noise, is the presence of someone. It doesn't break when the phone rings or when the headlines flare. It settles over you like a roof, steady, protective, there even when the wind argues with the windows. God's peace meets you where the pretenses end. Swollen eyes after brave smiles, shoulders that remember old weights, a heart that tried to be everyone's anchor and forgot it was allowed to float. Nothing in your story has been invisible to him. Not the cutting words, not the long drought, not the moments you performed strength you didn't feel. He has been the stillness under your storm. Let him be your refuge, not your reward for behaving perfectly. Crawl in when you are tired. Sit a while. Breathe like someone who has a right to oxygen. From that center, make decisions. From that shelter, love people. Your peace can outlast chaos because it does not report to circumstances, it reports to presence. When you feel the old rush to fix everything at once, remember, roofs don't stop weather from happening, they stop weather from owning the house. Let peace do that for you. Then invite others in from the rain. Purpose with armor. You have not missed your moment, and you are not out of reach. Goodness was scheduled for you before you had words for it. Your name is held, not loosely scribbled in pencil but engraved, kept where darkness cannot tamper. That is why the assignment on your life keeps surviving winters. What was meant to harm is being repurposed into help. The delay that mocked you is being translated into clarity. Picture a shield you didn't know was there, not to hide behind in fear, but to move forward without being pierced by every stray arrow. Purpose wears armor, and yours is being fitted. You are learning to separate criticism from counsel, urgency from importance, noise from voice. That discernment is protection. So is joy. So is gratitude. These are not soft virtues, they're steel on the soul. When you cannot explain your direction to others, walk it anyway. You were not called by committee. Let God's yes be enough when people's maybe is loud. As the reasons unfold, the road will seem obvious in hindsight. Until then, travel light. Carry only what the new season requires: truth, courage, clean hands. The rest, old weights, old wars, can stay where they belong, behind you. Preparation, not punishment. If your calling is large, the resistance will be loud. That doesn't mean you did something wrong. It means something right is being formed in you. Think about how a bridge is tested before the first car crosses. Weight is added not to break it, but to prove it can carry what's coming. The same has been true of you. The burdens you carried were not trophies of shame. They were blueprints for strength. And here's the mercy. God doesn't just measure you, He lightens you. He lifts what you cannot carry, heals what you cannot fix, and answers the quiet obedience no one else saw. You will not need to advertise your process. The appointed time will do that for you. What has been worked in secret will stand in daylight without collapsing. So reframe your story, not "I was punished," but "I was prepared." Let this become your inner rhythm. Breathe, listen, adjust. Ask better questions. What grew in me? What needs to go now? Whom do I need to forgive so I can travel lighter? When the platform appears, don't perform your pain. Bring your wisdom. Bring your gentleness. Bring the joy of someone who knows they were carried and is now ready to carry others. A new thing, not a new version of the old. God does not recycle your past and call it new. He speaks new, and new happens. This is why old frameworks feel tight on you now. Relationship patterns that ran on drama will not power this season. Your body will not thrive on neglect disguised as hustle. Doors that required you to shrink will stay closed, and that is kindness. A different ecosystem is being built around you. Reconciliation where there was distance, clarity where there was confusion, health where there was mere coping. Expect clean opens, opportunities that don't demand a compromise of who you are. Expect the door no one can shut when the time is right. And call this what it is, a beginning, not a finale. You're not at the top of the mountain. You're at the mouth of a river. Authority isn't volume, it's alignment. Your inner yes matching God's yes. Let your habits catch up to your hope. Sleep like someone who plans to live. Eat like someone entrusted with years. Speak like someone planting trees. If the old script whispers, "Don't dream too big," answer, "This isn't big, it's right." Right size, right time, right people. No counterfeit urgency. No bargain with your worth. New means new. Lifted to serve. Promotion in the kingdom is not a pedestal. It's a platform with a purpose. You came through the fire, and what burned off was what you never needed. What remained is faith that doesn't flinch and compassion that doesn't condescend. Now the invitation is to go deeper, not higher, closer to the heart that carried you. Remember, God saw the private loyalty, the faithful yes after a long day, the integrity when nobody checked. That faithfulness is about to be publicly acknowledged, not so you can collect admirers, but so those who are exhausted can borrow your courage. Acceleration will feel like grace, not grind. You'll find yourself doing in a day what used to take a month because you're not pushing alone. Let courage become practical. Make the call, submit the proposal, apologize first, bless the person you once envied. Use your increased capacity to create rest for others, clear a path, share a contact, speak a good word in a hard room. And when attention comes, hold it like you hold water, open-handed, not gripping. The point isn't that you rise. The point is that, as you rise, others find the updraft. That's leadership. That's why you were lifted. From managing to trusting. You have been excellent at surviving by control, lists, contingencies, alarms for your alarms. But there is a threshold where management becomes micromanagement of the soul. God is standing ahead of you on the road. You keep trying to pave by yourself. Let Him be first on the scene. Let time be His ally, not your enemy. The moment you stop rehearsing how you will make everything happen, your hands will be free to receive what He is already delivering. And some of it will move you to tears, the kind that says, only God could have done this. Expect redemption that makes sense of what used to ache, reputations restored without spin, opportunities returned without clawing, purpose clarified without panic. Trust doesn't cancel planning, it cleans it. You'll plan with a lighter grip and a freer heart. Surrender is not passivity, it's intelligent alignment. It says, I will do my part, and I will not try to do yours. As your posture shifts, so will your position. Doors you couldn't open will open. Rooms that once diminished you will request your voice. Not as a trophy, but as a servant with clarity. This is the strength of those who have laid down the need to control. Release the old, welcome the right people. Some doors are shut because mercy turned the key. Stop asking yesterday to sponsor tomorrow. The burdens that fit the last chapter don't belong in your carry-on now. Put them down, both the resentments that kept you alert and the narratives that kept you small. And watch what happens. The right companions appear. They don't compete with your calling, they protect it. They don't stoke confusion, they carry clarity like a lantern. You won't need to earn their safety with performance. Peace will be the baseline, not a reward. Learn the new skill of receiving help without embarrassment. Say yes to collaboration, not to chaos. Evaluate by fruit, not by hype. Do you become more faithful, more honest, more whole around them? Then that is your clue. Let your no be clean, and your yes be generous. Remember, not everyone who walked with you to the valley is anointed for your mountain. Bless, release, and keep moving. Your worth is not on trial in other people's opinions. You are being joined, not crowded. And as the circle clarifies, your steps will, too. This is how alignment feels, quiet, sure, light on the feet, and heavy with purpose. He finishes what he starts. Look over your shoulder at the unfinished places, projects paused, hopes half-built, prayers mid-sentence. None of them were abandoned, many were preserved. Hidden seasons are not failures, they are vaults. God protected what was not yet ready for public pressure, and He is reopening the vault now. Expect closure that heals, not just silence that hides. Expect lies formed. In old wounds to be removed without leaving gaps, love will occupy the space where fear used to live. There is a rhythm to divine completion. First clarity, then courage, then completion, then quiet gratitude. Walk it out. Do your part with integrity. Answer emails, return calls, clean up the mess your growth created. Let excellence be worship, not performance. As pieces click into place, resist the temptation to sprint to the next thing. Finishing is holy. Celebrate without gloating. Testify without editing God out. And when the curtain lifts on what was kept behind the scenes, stand calmly in the light. Your story is not finally good because I hustled harder, but faithful because He never quit. That is the banner over this chapter. What He starts, He finishes, and what He finishes, He secures. Holy expectation, live with a lifted chin. Expectation in God is not hype, it is covenant memory. The sky above you is not closed, the weather has changed. What was held back is being released at right person, right place, right time, intersections you could not have scheduled if you tried. Carry a hopeful discipline. Wake prepared to recognize favor, not to negotiate for scraps. Let your plans make room for surprise. Keep your ear near the voice that has guided you. Refuse to let any other sound grow louder than His. When fear raises its volume, lower your shoulders, breathe, and answer with truth you've already proven in battle. Anticipation will not make you reckless, it will make you ready. You'll pack for opportunity the way travelers pack for dawn flights. bags zipped the night before, shoes by the door, heart already on the way. And as green lights string together, one yes after another, you will not say, "What luck?" You will say, "What faithfulness?" This posture is not naive. It's informed by scars that healed well. You've learned the difference between wishful thinking and holy waiting. Keep that line. Lift your eyes. The story is moving, and you are moving with it. Inner quiet, outer victory. The peace you're tasting now is not fragile decor, it's engineered strength. It does not ask the storm for permission. It settles inside you and tells the storm who you belong to. When God's word becomes your home, confusion loses its lease. The grip that once dragged you in circles is pride opened by clarity. This is who I am. This is where I'm going. This is whose I am. You don't defeat darkness by arguing with it. You outlast it by standing in light. Let truth replace the old scripts. Not, "I'm barely holding on, but I'm held." Not, "I'm one mistake away from loss, but I'm one word away from direction." Victory has already been offered. You are learning to read it out loud. When fear spikes, answer with sentences you've proven in your bones. When noise rises, step back into the quiet where you hear your name clearly. The adversary traffics in hurry and haze. Heaven moves with steady precision. Keep your cadence slow enough to notice grace, strong enough to say no to distractions, and brave enough to believe that rest can be a weapon. You are not escaping the battle. You are changing the battlefield. Peace is the high ground, and you are standing on it. Kept, guided, and exceedingly met. If results take their time, it is not because God miscounted your days. Promise is a foundation, not a slogan. Set your weight on it. He is repairing your body in the ways medicine can measure and in the ways it cannot. He is refreshing your mind, pruning the branches that only produced worry. He is keeping watch over those you love when your arms are too short to reach them. And the openings? They're not theoretical. Doors are swinging because someone with keys is here. Step through even if your knees tremble. Expect outcomes that exceed what you requested, not because you were vague, but because He was generous. Keep record of small faithfulness, the text that arrived right on time, the check that covered the exact bill, the conversation that untied a year of knots. These are not random kindnesses. They are breadcrumbs of a larger feast. Walk toward it. Refuse to grade God by your last disappointment. Let hope be practical. Hydrate, sleep, answer messages, do the next honest thing. Faith is not a magic bypass. It's a durable way of moving. As you move, you'll discover you are escorted, kept at night, guided by day, and met again and again beyond expectation. Blessed to lift, not to loom. Grace grows best when it's given away. The increase on your life is not a private upgrade, it's a public invitation. Let your story be a handrail for the shaky and a soft place for the bruised. Share how the pages turned, not as a performance, but as a pathway. People will puzzle at your pace, at doors that open without your pounding, at how ashes turn quietly into oil. You will know why. Use that knowledge to build, not to boast. Answer insecurity with generosity. Introduce two people who need each other. Pay for the meal you once couldn't afford. Linger long enough to listen. Leadership is not louder, it's lower, knees bent, hands busy, heart light. Let your calendar show it. Block time to serve with no credit attached. Correct gently. Celebrate loudly. And when someone tries to explain away your rise as luck or leverage, smile and keep sowing. You are a signpost, not a statue. Keep pointing beyond yourself. The more you pour, the more supply finds you. That is the odd arithmetic of heaven. Conduits stay full because flow is their nature. You are not lifted to tower over. you were lifted to lift. Word 1, believe. Belief is not pretending harder, it's leaning truer. It begins where self-sufficiency ends and trust starts breathing again. You don't have to feel fearless to believe. You only need to aim your weight in the right direction. Whisper it if you must. I believe you can. I believe you will. I believe you want to. That small, honest lean opens the first path through the thicket. Belief is not blind, it sees farther. It doesn't deny pain, it denies pain the final word. Train your attention like a muscle. Return, return, return to the hand that steadies you. When doubt argues, let it finish, and then answer with history. Moments you survived, mercies you didn't earn, provisions that arrived on the dot. Faith isn't loud to be strong. It is consistent to be strong. Keep placing today's weight on God's character, not on your mood. If all you can do is hold the line of a single sentence, hold it. God is faithful to me. That line will hold you back. And as belief roots, it will quietly rewire reflexes. Less bracing, more breathing. Less bargaining, more resting. The first word is enough to begin. Believe and keep beginning as many times as it takes. How trust works in the unseen. Trust is built in the dim light where you cannot yet sort shape from shadow. It's the choice to move one step on the strength of a voice you've learned to recognize. This is not naivete, it's practiced perception. When you trust, things shift you cannot diagram. Fog thins, options emerge, and a clean certainty lands in your chest without asking the room's permission. Don't chase the feeling. Follow the fruit, clarity, courage, a settled pace. Expect resistance. It only means the old scaffolding is coming down. Speak light into the pockets where doubt nests. Keep your sentences short and present. I will not rush. I am not alone. I choose peace. These are not charms, they're anchors. Trust quiets the nervous system and trains the soul to distinguish sirens from summons. And as your interior stillness strengthens, you'll notice fewer impulsive detours and more timely arrivals. The unseen is not unreal. It's the backstage where the scene is set. Let God work there without your commentary. Keep your hands open, your calendar interruptible, your heart listening. Refuse to worship outcomes. Worship the one who writes them. That posture is how trust becomes sight. The next movement, receive. After believing comes receiving, the humility to accept what you could not manufacture. Many refuse this step because shame edits their reach. Not me. Not yet. But the invitation stands. Receiving is not passivity. It is agreement given room to land. Ask yourself, where am I still arguing with grace? Where am I punishing myself for what has already been forgiven? Practice reception in small ways so you can hold big gifts with steady hands. Say thank you without apology. Accept help without debt. Stop disqualifying yourself with old measurements. This season opens to people who can carry goodness without self-sabotage. Let generosity toward yourself be honest, not indulgent. Rest because you're finite, not because you're lazy. Delight because you're human, not because you're entitled. And when the mind whispers, you haven't earned this, answer, correct, and that's the point. Receiving properly turns you outward. Full people give better. With your hands no longer clenched, you'll notice opportunities you used to miss and people you used to misread. Keep a simple prayer near. I receive what you're giving, and I will use it well. That is maturity, open palms, clear purpose, and joy that doesn't leak. Seal and sending. Let this settle on you like a benediction. You are covered. Peace is not a visitor, it's your address. Favor is not a rumor, it rests on you. From here, the journey is step-by-step instruction, not guesswork. Stay teachable. Keep Keep the channel open with gratitude that speaks up and pride that sits down. Share what you've received like a lamp in a window, steady, warm, unafraid. You are not required to convince the world. You are asked to carry light. When you feel the pull to hurry, remember, truth does not panic. When you feel the urge to hide, recall, grace doesn't shrink. You will be guided as specifically tomorrow as you were rescued yesterday. Watch for the nudge, honor the boundary, bless the detour. And as your story touches other stories, do not hoard the credit. Point to the hand that threaded the needle through your days. This is your seal and your sending. Rest as you move, love as you lead, listen as you speak. May your life become a quiet yes that others can hear. May the next right step be clear, the unnecessary weight be light, and the goodness ahead arrive right on time, and then some.